Hi, welcome back to another video lesson. My name is Danny Oakes, and today we're going to talk about triads, three-note chords in the key of C. So I'm going to start with an inverted C, just these three notes, G, C, E. So G is my lowest note or my bass note. And for this example, we're actually only going to use the three strings closest to the floor. So if I play a regular C chord, campfire C chord, it's got 5 strings in it, typically like that. Some people even play it with 6 strings, like that. I'm just going to do a one-finger, 3-note C chord. So it's open G, the B string, fret 1, C, and the high E string open. So that's a legitimate C chord. It's actually a C. Next one I do is D minor. So this is string 1, fret 1, string 2, fret 3, string 3, fret 2. So that's my 2 chord in the key of C. So C is the 1, D minor is my 2 chord. I take that same D minor shape, so this is 1, 3, and 2 are my frets, and I move it up a whole step. So a half step is 1 fret, a whole step is 2 frets on the guitar. So this is fret 4, fret 5, fret 3. So 4, 5, 3. A little hard to see there. Fret 4, fret 5 on string 2, fret 3 on string 1. Alright, from the beginning I got a C, a D minor, an E minor. Next I go to an F chord. This looks like a regular D chord. And if I play D right there and I move it up to frets 5 and 6, it's now an F chord. Okay. From the top, we got C, D minor, E minor, F. I'm going to keep going with that shape. So this is a D shape. I move it up a whole step, so 1 fret, 2 frets. That's now a G chord. Okay, this is from low to high. Fret 7, fret 8, fret 7. My next one is an A minor chord. I use that same D minor shape. Here it is in first position, I move it to 8th position. So my frets are from low to high. This is 9, 10, 8. Okay, next one. This is 10, 12, 10. So you could also bar your first finger on 10 and then use your pinky for fret 12. So from low to high, string 3 is 10, string 2 is 12, string 1 is 10. Ways you can do that. That chord is called B diminished. It could also replace a G7 chord, and then you're back to C in 12th position. First finger on 12, middle finger on 12, ring finger on 13. So from low to high, it is 12, 13, 12. So I'm going to play through those a little more quickly. C, D minor, E minor, G, A minor, B diminished, C. And then you can keep going. Once you get to 12, everything starts over again. That's D minor again in 13th position, E minor in 15th position, F in 16th position, G in, this is 17th position, F in 17, G in 19, and then A minor in 20th position. A little hard to reach that. My thumb is all the way out here. Anyways, those are triads in the key of C. What's really fun about the guitar is after you learn how to play pretty well, you can become conversant or conversational with all of these different shapes, where maybe you're playing with a friend who's playing a C chord, and they think maybe that's the only way you can play a C chord. Well, you could play a C chord here at the same time, or just here. And on each set of 3 strings, there are 3 ways to play each 3-note chord. That's a mouthful. Alright, so here's a C chord. We'll get to this in another lesson in more detail. I'm just going to touch upon it now. So I have a feeling this might be a little confusing for some people. So these are all C chords. Alright, so that's a C. The notes are G, C, E. This is a C here. This is 5, 5, 3. And the notes are C, E, G there. This is a C here in 8th position. This is E, G, C. This is a C in 12th position. This is G, C, E. And this is a C in 15th position. This is E, C, G again. Alright, so those are really useful as you get better at the guitar and you start improvising. That's an arpeggio of a C chord, you know, and then I could play there and there. So there's a lot that you can do with knowing a few different chord shapes or a few different ways to play each chord. I hope that was helpful. If it is a little too much, you know, try coming back to it after you practice some other things. And one thing you can even do is just say like, okay, I know this C chord, is there another way I can play it? And you can do that one and maybe even learn this one up here using a D shape in 12th position. So, and then maybe another day or two later you can try a D minor more than one way. So there's a D minor there. You could also do it here in 13th position using the same shape. Okay? So the stuff is meant to be fun. Try not to get overwhelmed or, you know, do too much. There's more than one way to learn the instrument. In fact, as many people as there are out there, there's that many ways to learn. So I just encourage you to find things that are helpful and useful to you, and you can always ask, you know, a real live guitar teacher questions about this stuff. Like, hey, I saw this thing online, and they said there's more than one way to play a C chord. Is that right? And if your teacher's qualified, they can tell you about that. All right, thanks a lot. Enjoy. Have a good day.